Well, that took a long time to come off, didn't it? It didn't even play the... let's see if it works on. No, it didn't play that either. I don't know what the production team's playing at, but never mind, we will get there in the end. Of course, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 7 after 11 o'clock, 24 degrees. You know, I kind of feel I was going to go up to about 25 today, to be quite honest, with a high, would you believe, of 20 degrees. We're past it. Did well. Monday, November 26th, and I'm joined coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, by the band that we've been featuring all morning on the breakfast show, the Prairie States. And of course, we were just listening to the Prairie States with the Barstool Memories. Good morning, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon. Hello.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. We've been playing Tongue Tied for a little while now, and we've been slowly ebbing in the rest of your new album that we're going to be talking about through the show. And believe me, the fans have been responding. They've been wanting to know a lot about you guys. They really, really have. And absolutely love your music. We can't get away from you guys. It is absolutely fantastic. Now, I got to let you know that they all want to know all about your new album. And of course, Lost in the Right Direction is the name of your album. How did you come to the name?
The name was actually our producer, Jay Sparrow. His mom did a Facebook post. And she said, I'm lost, but I'm lost in the right direction. And I told her that's a great song title. And we're going to write that song. So we wrote that song the next night. And then it ended up being on the record and the title of the record. She's got a special thank you in the liner notes.
Nice. And believe me, it's always nice to keep Mum on side, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. And a big shout out to your Mum too, by the way, Jeff. Believe me, she's your biggest fan.
Yeah, it's true.
She really, really is. Now, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, I haven't been there for many, many years. And what a wonderful place to be quite honest. I was in, the last time I was in Canada, to be quite honest with you, was for the Winter Olympics back in the day, and had a good look around the your Canadian country. Absolutely love it. I really, really do. Just wondering about all the Americans that are tripping over the border right now. Maybe they have medical problems. Is that what the problem is there?
Oh, shoot, no, I'm staying all the way over.
Oh, come on, Doc, come on. You've got the right name to be able to answer that one.
Our American friends, we love them all. We'll just say that.
Ah, dear, oh dear, how cheap is that? Well done. Well done. Yeah, we too love our American friends. Now, I got to be honest with you, by the way that the stats are going here at Galaxy 107 FM, we got about 6.5 million people logged into our website right now, that we're going to be seeing you guys picking up the Canadian Country Music Awards in no time.
Well, we love that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that'd be good.
Jeff's built a mantle just for the awards that we're yet to get. We have about 6 feet we like to fill up if possible.
Great idea, because believe me, I think you guys are on the right track to be able to break into the big markets. I really, really do, especially by the way everybody's been wanting to know more about you guys. Now, at the same time, let's introduce everybody. We have Jeff Dick with us, and also Matt's there. Doc and Jay are with us. We have a member missing though. Mike is not with us right now. Where's Mike?
Mike's in Calgary. He's actually at a production meeting for shooting a video for Lies and Cigarettes for the summer.
Nice. So at least you've got somebody out there doing all the hard work while you're laxing back with us here in New Zealand, right? That's called delegation. See, it works. It does work. Nobody here listens to me. Yeah, believe me, when I try to delegate, I just get laughed at and say, you're doing it anyway. So, you know...
I think that's called re-delegation.
Yeah, it is. No, actually it's called female bosses, you do what you're told. I have a couple. I really do. Yeah, I really do. So anyway, Barstool Memories, guys. Now, I absolutely love this track. And by the way the numbers are going, everybody else is starting to get on board with it as well. So tell me a little bit about it. How did you come to the lyrics?
Barstool Memories was, again, I got inspired. I was at a Willie Nelson show in Austin, and that title hit me, and I came back, and we were going to write a fun party song about, being at the bar and hanging out with your friend. And then there was a death in my family and a death in Matt's family, and my uncle passed away, so I went down to his funeral, and I came back that night, and we sat down, and the song changed. It became about having a drink with the old man, and appreciating those moments.
I get that, I really, really do, and I got to say that I am sorry for your loss, but what a great way to be able to come up with some wonderful music. It really, really is. Now, where did you get this recorded?
Right here in Edmonton.
Yeah. Yeah, we recorded it at the Velveteen Studios with Brad Smith.
Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's right down the road to where we live, so good location to hang out with. We're good friends with Brad Smith as well, and the Velveteen Studio. They produce a lot of great stuff there too. So world class.
I have actually heard of that studio in the past. There's been a number of people that we have interviewed over the last 5 years that we've been doing this, and Velveteen has been spoken about a couple of times. So good plug. Very, very cool. I like that idea. Now at the same time, who was your producer?
Jay Sparrow.
Jay was.
Yeah, Jay Sparrow produced this record. I've had the pleasure to work with Jay for many, many years. I used to play in a rock and roll band with him that toured all across the country. And he's been a great idea guy. He suckered me in. He told me I was going to be rich one day, but he didn't tell me it was going to be an experience, not money.
I actually think the experience is worth more in the end of the day than the money.
I finally grew up and realized that too.
But I got to say, Doc, and to be quite honest with you, just recently you won some money. You are rich. What are you talking about? He had a crystal ball. He's seen this in the future for you.
And we won the opportunity to spend $100,000 with somebody else's money. Yeah.
Love that idea. I love that idea. I'd pick that idea up every day if somebody would give me the opportunity, to be honest.
I tell you figure out how to do that every day, and man, we'll all be set.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now, at the same time, Doc, I've got to let you know that I had a little insight. Somebody told me and showed me a little photo of you guys with a Project Wild winnings of $100,000. Now, I'd love to know all about Project Wild. Tell me about that.
I think that Jeff can probably speak a little bit better to it, but it's Project Wild is put on by the Patterson Broadcasting Group here in Canada. The whole idea is that it's a project to support country artists and get them to the next level. So they chose 12 artists from here in Alberta and threw us all together in a boot camp for a week with a whole bunch of really great seminars and outstanding musicians and wonderful industry people to talk to. So it was a week full of really great inspiration. And then it was time for Jeff and Mike to get to work and write up a grant application, essentially.
But you know something, I think Project Wild is something that we need in every country in the world, to be quite honest, to be able to support struggling artists and of course emerging artists like yourselves into that bigger league. And look at, and I've got to be honest with you, Tongue Tied is just ripping it up right here. So believe me, I think in the future, Tongue Tied literally is going to be the one that's going to get you through the door into the next level, if you know what I mean. So, and speaking as an engineer myself, I've been an engineer for about 30-something years, and not only in studios, but also doing live shows around the world with some of the biggest bands in the world as well. And I listen to music as an engineer would listen to it, not as a fan would listen to it. And I can't fault this work, I really, really can't. I absolutely love it. That's why we're doing the interviews, to be very honest with you. We only play the good stuff here at Galaxy, and My boss has just come over and she goes, introduce me. So, come on, over, here we go. This is my boss, this is Terry, the voice in my head. Now, we have Jeff, Matt, Doc and Jay. Now Jay's the drummer in the background. You can always tell a drummer, can't you? Yeah. He's got the hairstyle for it. Yep, absolutely. And of course,
aerodynamic and excuse.
Don't worry. Under here we're the same, brother. Don't worry. Okay, I'm just shy. This is all glue on. It's an attachment. It really is. It's a holographic thing. You don't pay any attention to it. Of course, we have Matt in the background there as well with the glasses on, and over this side with Doc with the dark hat on. I'm pretty sure that we too have the same hairstyle. I'm just making you doing what I'm doing. Oh, he's flipping. Oh, there goes that balloon. Yeah, he just threw a dart in that balloon, that's for sure. It's down.
Sorry, man.
That's all good, that's all good. Now at the same time, and a lot of our fans, excuse me, have been asking this, how do we get in touch with you guys? And literally, are the Prairie States a company and a band where a fan can get hold of? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Facebook? But more importantly, do you respond?
We're on all those. Yeah, we're on all those. The website is a good place to access all of those accounts. It's theprairiestates.com. And yeah, we are very active and engaged with all our fans and everybody that wants to get over us. It's definitely that's the way of the world now in music. You gotta connect with people.
It really is, Jeff. I got to admit that you're right onto it right there. and does now form your modern day database for all your fans, if you know what I mean. I'm pleased you threw in the website, the .com, but at the same time, on your website, do you have a merch store?
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah, we designed that and up and running. We have t-shirts and CDs for sale there, ladies and men's, and we got new stuff coming all the time. Nice,
because believe me, you're going to be inundated. Believe me, the 100 grand going to be pittance by the time you're finished with all of our fans buying all your products. It really is. Now at the same time, how do we buy your music? Do we go to Amazon? Do we go to Spotify, iTunes, places like that to be able to acquire it?
Yeah, we're everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon, anywhere you want to find it, you'll find it.
Nice. Nice.
And if you really still want a physical CD, we might have some of those someplace.
Yeah.
They're almost ancient these days, aren't they?
Right.
You know, they're almost like that old thing they used to call a record, if you remember that, back in the day. But everything is digital these days. And I get people that hand me cards all the time saying, here, do this as a giveaway. It's like, really? That wouldn't suit in my car stereo. How do I play it? You know what I mean? But it is the way of the world, literally, and the internet is becoming now the more dominant player of media around the world. So, of course, like you guys, and forward thinking, jumped on the internet, and, well, we're talking right now. And believe me, to 6.5 million people. At the same time, I'm going to ask you about Just Maybe. Now, this is the next track that we have lined up for you guys. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, I wrote that. Actually, I wrote that. It was a time when we were kind of off the, and it was just mainly just thinking about what we were going through and what we had, and kind of, are we going to continue with loving each other? Are we going to continue doing what we're doing, or to just be in the moment and just enjoy what we have, you know?
Just maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now I get it. I really do. But at the same time, life experiences come out with some of the best lyrics. Don't you agree?
Yeah. That's where the songs come from. So it's all about telling a story, right? And the way it relates to other people.
That's exactly right. And how other people can relate to your music is how you perform it and deliver it to people. So it's all a package, really, isn't it?
Sure is, exactly.
So, without further ado, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here they are, the Prairie States. Just maybe. You okay?
Yeah, that's on Monday.
Okay.
Monday, though.
Okay.
Well, it didn't take long to scan it at least and change the appointment.
No, true.
Oh, okay.
You guys comfortable?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice, nice. Sorry.
Sounding good.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
I'm going to be going soon, so I'll see you later.
Okay, all right. Boss says this is sounding good. Yeah, not often I get a compliment, so I'm pleased she's happy. I really, really am. Now, Matt,
Monday for you.
it is. But you know, we have crazy things on Mondays. We really do, like Monday-itis. The whole place suffers from that.
Yes.
It's a bad disease.
Blue.
Yeah, well, you know, when you kind of get caught up with the events of what's happening, of course, we do concerts and stuff as well, if you know what I mean. By Saturday night, we're blitzing the crowds. By Sunday, we're breaking it all down. By Monday, you know, none of these guys want to come to work.
Wow. You're there nice and early too, huh?
I live here pretty much. It feels like I do. I've got a house down the road, but I'm here usually anything between 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and still here at 11 o'clock at night some nights.
Wow.
You know,
You keep a bed by your station there?
we have a couch. And I'm sure it's all lumpy because it's got my size in it. Really, absolutely brilliant. But it's true, yeah. We have an official reception area
Hi,
where we bring our
Jade.
guests in
Hi,
and everything like that.
Sean.
It's
Hi, Jerry.
actually quite plush. Up until the point where some of the staff walk in the mornings and see me all parked up on the thing with with a blankie over me, and you know, spit hanging out the mouth, like, you know, the whole deal.
Resting your eyes.
Oh, you know, Barbara is up for taking photos and then posting them.
That's lovely.
Yeah, especially
I'd like
when,
to see some of those.
well, Barbara
It's all right. I'll send you some.
Yeah, Barbara said she'll send you
I'll
some.
send you some.
Yeah, don't you dare.
I will.
Don't
I will
you
if you're
dare.
not nice to me.
Oh dear, I've been held for ransom.
Yeah.
But you see, Barbara spends most of the nights here because she does business with the Americans and everybody on the other side of the world, much like yourselves, when
Hey,
we're
Jerry.
sleeping, if you know what I mean. And
Right.
so when I come in and spend extra hours here because of technical problems we may be having or something like that, from time to time it takes a few hours, I'll get a bit of kip. And Barbara's sitting there on the phone, but at the same time she's click, 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 and reminds me what I look like in the morning when I wake up.
It's all right. I'll send them some. I
Let's go back
promise.
to the desk. Yeah, it worked that time, well done. Absolutely, 26 after 11 o'clock, it's 22 degrees downtown. Heading for that, well, we're past our high of 20, so I'm not sure actually where we're heading. I think maybe 25 is in order. Monday, November 26th, coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is the band, the Prairie States, joining us right now. And I got to say, Jeff, I absolutely, I know millions of people have suddenly discovered your voice. Absolutely love it. How long have you been singing?
That's Matt's voice.
Oh, that's... Okay, sorry. I have here band...
Jeff has a lovely voice as well. And Jeff does have a lovely voice though. I like this guy. I like this guy.
Yeah.
How long have you been singing?
How-
How long have I been singing? I've been singing since I was probably about 11 years old. I'm 28 now, so
Oh, okay, so you're a late bloomer.
I don't do math, I sing.
Fair enough too. Yeah, I sing tenor, or maybe 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me.
You know, shower singing is great too.
Yeah, but the only thing in the shower that gets turned on is the shower. At my place anyway, to be quite honest with you. And so now let me know, and give me a little bit of insight here. Matt, you've been singing since you were 12. How long have you been leader of a band now, Jeff?
Oh, this band has been together just over a year. In its current form. In its current form, yeah.
Yeah. Now you guys basically started together. Basically, I think Matt put something together with an open mic thing, and you all sort of congregated around that. Is that right?
Yeah, Matt. I was actually on a radio tour with Jay Sparrow, and there was an on-air personality who was managing Matt, and she played me a clip of his voice and said you need a guitar player, and I said, well, I'm this new guitar player. So Matt and I started writing songs, and then brought everybody else on board, and yeah, the rest is history.
Well, I think you guys are going to make history. I really, really do. I think you are poised to be the next, I don't know, Keith Urban, if you know who that guy is, coming from out of New Zealand. I really think you're going to be up there. High Valley, maybe, quality of that style, and let's go even a little further up, if you know what I mean, the Derek Pitzes and everything like that. Right up to Garth Brooks, maybe. Wrong country, though.
That's a fine compliment. Thank you so much.
Well, the thing is, and as I said to you earlier on, we only play good music here at Galaxy 107 FM, and there's a process, there really, really is. We get, and I'm not kidding you, anything up to 50 bands a day contacting us, wanting to do interviews, wanting to get the promotions doing, and everything that's involved with that. Now that goes to Barbara. Barbara goes to production. Production and Barbara argue like crazy, and then they whittle that down into a little, maybe 10 or so per day, and then that goes through to a board meeting at the end of the week in front of 12 people. They decide the 3, if lucky, that are going to be interviewed. You guys literally went from the list right to the top of the list, and the board went, we want to do this immediately. So we got in touch with you, Jeff, if you remember, and we were at your work at the time, unexpected, but we were going to do this a week or so ago. And I'm pleased that we are able to do it now, because we have pretty much 90% of the band, of course, one away doing a video right now, which is really cool. I like that. At the same time, I hope you're going to share the video with us.
Oh, for sure. You bet.
Nice, because I'll let you in on a little secret. Next year we're actually looking at bringing on a thing called Galaxy FM TV. And we're talking to our engineers and everything like that, so that we can run not only FM radio, but video concurrently with it, so that people can absolutely make a choice. Either they want to listen to it on their stereo, or maybe even watch it on their home TVs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That's great. Amazing.
And believe me, I'm damn sure you guys will be featured in that across the board. I really, really am. And I think you guys have got a bright future ahead of you. Now, just one question though. Got to ask you guys, how would you like to come and perform down here, down under in New Zealand?
How would we? Yeah, we would love that very much.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. We kind of feel that literally you guys would, our crowds would just eat you guys up right here in New Zealand. We absolutely think that it would be a great idea to have you perform in front of Kiwi audiences, maybe even get a couple of Kiwis on band to be a curtain raiser for you. But we think it's a great idea. Now, at the same time, I got to ask you though.
How warm is it down there right now again, sorry?
It's 23 degrees Celsius.
Right. Beautiful. Yeah, that's about 20 degrees warmer than it is here.
Yes, of course, it's winter time over there right now, isn't it?
Yeah, winter here.
You know. Well, I got to be honest. I was a little thrown because everybody's in t-shirts, though.
Well, we're stout folk, you know.
Hardy Canadians. Let's put it down to that. Absolutely, I love that idea. But at the same time, I hope you guys are a little crazy.
A little, yes. For sure.
No.
You have to be a musician in a band, right? Don't you?
Well, you do. That is one of the requirements. Is you really got to do some crazy stuff. But if you're coming down here to New Zealand, we kind of do. We have some traditions that we do here in New Zealand, and some of it is maybe doing some funky stuff. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No.
Okay, a hoo-hoo grub, spelled H-U-H-U, is actually a food group, would you believe, here in New Zealand. It's a, you know what a caterpillar is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's huge. It's like a double-decker bus to a poodle, if you know what I mean. It is really, really big. It's white, it has a black head, and what you do is you put the live body in your mouth. Don't eat the head, it's yucky. Bite the head off. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter. Doc, you look like you've gone white.
I'm sure right now I am paler than I started the conversation.
Yes, actually, but it's true. And in fact, what we'll do is I'll get Barbara to send you the instructional video of this. You will think I'm nuts, you will. But we do it. It's called a wild food thing. Quite frankly, I wouldn't feed you anything that wasn't nutritional, and it is a native food that the Maori do eat here in New Zealand. So, always up for a game of Pass the Hoo-Hoo. What do you feel?
I really love to. I'll do it for you.
Nice.
Yes, we'll do it for all of us.
Nice. Now,
Volunteering.
I love that, Jeff. I really do, and believe me, I will do it with you. I really do. I've had many of these over the years. I really have, and I do recommend it. It really is, a once in a lifetime thing that you really should try. It really is very, very cool. But I've got to admit too, you got to look at the guy handing you a bowl of these things and wonder what's going on in that head, really, don't you?
Yeah, who's the first person that tried that? I'd like to know.
Well, I'm sure it was the cousin of the first person that tried to eat an oyster.
There you go. Exactly.
Who would do that, really? Yeah. You know what I mean? But what nutritional food? Barbara's got a hand up. She goes, I'll be the first person to try one of those. Okay. At the same time, Barbara.
No, I'm not trying a hoo-hoo.
You're not trying a hoo-hoo?
No. I will an oyster.
I got words for that. Never mind. At the same time, Barbara, we could take them down the bottom of the South Island and, I don't know.
Why not?
Throw them off a bridge. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We have a thing here in New Zealand we call bungee jumping.
Oh, yes.
And seeing you're not Australian, we'll attach the bungee.
We appreciate that very much.
Yeah,
It's not falling, I'm afraid of. It's landing.
New Zealanders and Australians, we have this love-hate relationship. And, like cousins from across the ditch, we do love them, we really do. But we do love to make fun of them as well. It's not our fault that they were all colonised by the penal system, really. But it's true. But at the same time, when you're down here playing in New Zealand audiences, and we can see maybe 4 or 5 shows here in New Zealand, maybe about the same in Australia. Would you consider doing an Australasian tour?
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah.
I tell you what we might even do is put you through Australia first and bring you back to New Zealand so that you can have some therapy after doing the Australian thing.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Like that idea, I really do. And here's a strange one for you. I've got to be honest with you. I was talking to an Australian about 6 months ago. Now, this guy was brought up in the outback. He had kangaroos bouncing through his front and backyard every day, right? So I asked him, why can't kangaroos bounce backwards? He had no answer. He says, I don't know that they can. I says, of course they can't. He goes, I never knew that. That's an Australian for you. Well, what?
You're going to lose your headset in a minute.
I'm going to lose my headset, am I? Really? Barbara's dressing me now.
You got it, Barbara.
There you go. Oh, I see.
Yeah, slipping down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm being told in my earpiece that people need to see the logo. Usually I'm wearing another band's t-shirts or something. It's a subliminal thing. Literally, when I'm doing these interviews, other people notice the other band that I'm promoting at the time, if you know what I mean. I was told by my bosses that I need to wear a company shirt today.
There you go.
So, which leads me into a great segue. Now, we were talking about these things from the past called CDs. Now, excuse me, if you're getting any pressed and released, how would you like to send some down here, down under, for us here at Galaxy, that we could do a competition and give away some of your products, maybe a few t-shirts, maybe a bit of merch as well, and do a super prize, something like that? How would you like to do that so that we can keep Prairie States rolling here on Galaxy 107?
Of course, that'd be great. Great.
Nice, nice. What I'll do is I'll get the famous Barbara to give you all the details of what you need. And believe me, you'll get a copy of this. We, even though we're doing Facebook Live right now, we'll convert it into YouTube. You'll be able to share it amongst your friends and everything like that. We'll even give you a crazy photo at the end of this so that you can put it on your wallpaper and show all your friends, say, warning, don't ever do this with these guys. They're nuts. So you'll get everything.
You might have fun if you do this.
But you will get everything, you really, really will. And at the end of this as well, we may even ask you if you do a little bit of a shout out that we'll put on our website, because believe me, 6.5 million people don't just listen to our radio, they get nosy, go looking through your pages. I feel most ogled, to be very honest sometimes, but at the same time, it's a great promotional thing, if you know what I mean, because people want to know who Prairie States is, and before you know it, you're going to be ogled all by yourself.
That would be great, huh?
I keep saying to people I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. It's true. It's true. It really is. And if she doesn't know everything, then Barbara, well, she just backs her up. You know, they both know everything.
There you go. You're completely covered.
I am. That's why I get this job and they get all the good stuff. Now, lies and cigarettes. I want to know all about this. I really, really do, because it's been making quite an inroad here at Galaxy. How did you come up to the lyrics of this?
Well, that was actually one of Mike's songs. So unfortunately, Mike's not with us to do the interview today, but he brought that in basically fully formed to the band, and we just put it into the machine, and it came out sounding like that.
I actually remember he was dropping me off from writing. So we were writing, me, Jeff, and Mike, and he dropped me off at my apartment. And we were in the lobby, and he was like, I have this idea. I'm going to go home and write it. And then he went home, and then the next day he showed it to us, and then it was fully done. And I was like, wow.
And so that explains why he's off with the TV crews and producers and everybody right now putting this video together. It is his own project, but nice to know, Matt, that you've had an influence on that, to be very, very honest. Nice.
I'll take whatever I get.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and as you should do too. And believe me, I'm looking forward to seeing the video to this, because I think the track itself is absolutely phenomenal. I really, really do. So please pass love on to Mike about this, because it is making a big, big impact here at Galaxy. Here they are, the Prairie States, Lies and Cigarettes. Damn, it's getting hot up here. Toilet break.
Yeah.
Quick, go fill up those glasses full of whiskey.
Well, I guess it's not that early anymore.
No, it's not that early.
It's almost whiskey o'clock. Yeah, we celebrated a lot last night. I don't know if anybody's up for having more whiskey.
Nice, nice. I tell you what, I'm always up for that. So believe me, when you guys come down here, down under, here's one for you. We have a thing here in this office at the radio station where we have a government requirement that once a month we must have a fire drill. Right? And they have even issued us the official meterage away from the building to congregate. Right?
Right.
Of course, the venue or anywhere to that meterage is of our choice, but okay, so right across the way from us, and we're in a little, we're in a courtyard basically. We have a number of shops around us with a nice grassy area where people can have lunch and all that sort of stuff. 22 feet is as far away we're supposed to be, which takes us to the inch at the bar over from us.
There it is, everyone. See?
Sometimes government has your best interest in mind.
Wise beyond the years.
Right?
You'll be surprised how many times somebody yells out fire drill in this building.
Get more than once a month, huh?
Oh, more than once a month. I think it's becoming weekly at the moment, and apparently I've got the next shout. I might go missing that day. See if they find me. I'll be at the pub around the
We
corner.
know where.
You know where.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's go back to the desk. Are we comfortable there, Matt? You okay?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. You, okay, I just thought you were off doing a toilet break.
Stretching my legs a little bit. I get a little antsy. I get up.
You
He has so much energy.
Oh, okay, I see. I was just wondering, maybe, is it regrowth? Have you been shaving them too much? Oh, God.
Goodness me. Might be singing.
Oh dear, it didn't activate again, guys. I'm going to fire you in a minute. I really am. Thank you. Yeah, I know. It must be that time of the year. It's getting a bit tired, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, guys. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen from time to time. Obviously, twice now today. So, little stir. I don't get to stir my staff often. So, always nice to be able to get that one in. Now, guys, it is 16 away from 12 o'clock and 26 degrees. We've gone one over my prediction of the day, which is really, really cool. It is climbing. I wonder how high it's going to go. You never know, we might get up around 30, which is putting the Canadians to shame right now, seeing they're in the winter time. Just wondering...
When can we get an airplane to New Zealand so we can enjoy
You've
that
got the
weather?
money to.
well, only customs can tell you that. I hope that you've got a fresh passport. Other than that, I hope you've got a backpack. You've got the money. See you soon.
And we have a couch to crash on, apparently, from what you told us earlier. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
but believe me, it
earbeds.
would fit all of yous as well. It really, really would. And a couple of extras. You know what I mean? At the same time, now, I got to be honest with you. We do have a bit of interaction with people from Australia, and we get them emailing us all the time. Now, we have one young lady coming out of Cairns, Australia, who interviews, literally contacts us with every interview we ever do. It's been from day one and has continued through. And she only asked one question. Now, guys, seeing there's more of you here at the moment, I'm going to ask you all as a collective, but to answer me individually. Guys, what's your marital status?
I'll start. Happily married.
Okay, Doc. Now, Jay?
Happily unmarried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking for the future ex-Mrs. J?
Pardon me? You're looking for the future Mrs. J. That's right. Yes. And you can come to my next wedding if you'd like.
I would love to. I would love to. I'll be the flower girl.
Flower girl.
And of course, you, Matt.
I'm dating right now.
Nice.
I'm happily dating.
Nice. So give me a shout out. What's her name?
Her name's Mackenzie.
And of course, Doc, I forgot to ask that as well. What's your wife's name?
My wife's name is Jay.
That's difficult, seeing he's sitting behind you.
I have. The funny thing is, I have so many J's in my life. My wife is named Jay. My drummer is named Jay. Former bandmate and producer is named Jay. It gets really confusing. really, really confusing.
Yeah, for a minute there I thought you were stuttering, but you weren't, were you?
Yeah, I know. And I feel like that's the same, honestly. Sometimes I get into it and I start talking about one of the other or all of them, and I get confused about what I'm talking about, frankly.
Sorry, you lost me, I'm confused. Now, Jeff, what's your marital status?
I'm dating the lovely Leanne.
Nice. Now, the reason why I get this question, now, quite frankly, I think she's looking for a new husband, to be very honest with you, but I keep saying to her she's got to come with at least a brewery and a boat.
There you go.
So, now that we started on the J name, Jay, you're in.
All right. Yeah, you ready? I'm ready.
Nice. The only thing I can say is she may be pretty, but she's still Australian. Sorry, Claire. Sorry. Now, at the same time, guys, I want to talk to you about Weather the Storm. Now, that was the last song I played on the breakfast show this morning from the PRAIRIE STATES. Tell me all about it.
That one, I came up with that guitar lick, and then Matt and I sat down, and we had both kind of been through recent breakups, and thought, a relationship can sometimes feel like when you get together, you are a storm, and that's exactly the situation we both left. And yeah, that was actually one of the first songs that we started writing, and we're kind of both going same relationship status at that time.
Nice. I really understand that. I really, really do, because believe me, I'm married. I do. I completely understand exactly what you're saying. And believe me, she is my boss at the same time. So, a lot of fun happens from time to time, to be very honest. And I kind of feel, yes, we are the perfect storm, and you guys have the ultimate, really, with this song. Here they are, the PRAIRIE STATES, a galaxy, we're the storm. Are you comfortable, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Just look back here really quick though.
Toilet break.
How you doing?
What these people hear on Facebook Live, they don't hear on the radio.
Yeah, we're
I don't
doing
know.
everything live on Facebook Live.
Backstage Facebook Live.
It is. Believe me, guys, you will get a copy of this, and it'll be unedited, like what they said on Facebook Live. So you'll be able to say, "Hey, listen, this is what happens in between doing the interviews and stuff." If you know what I mean.
Right.
While the
Yeah, for sure.
while the people on the radio are listening to your wonderful music, we're sitting here shooting the shit, to be quite honest, and it's fun to do so. It really is. Who's on board with us?
Oh, we've got Sean, we've got Kyla, Joel, Chris Young. Chris is my friend from the US, Jerry. Yeah, a few people.
Nice. Always nice
Yeah.
to have a lot of people on board listening.
Yeah.
Or watching. And as I say to you, we will give you everything we do so that you can use it for your own edification, trash it, or even delete is a favourite button of mine.
Yeah, no.
Usually anything with me involved, it's gone. It really is.
Yep.
But Barbara seems to collect all of these things and come up with surprises every now and again by saying, "Hey, listen, you give me a bit of shit, I'm going to show people this." You know what I mean?
Oh, I have such
Her phone's
things.
valuable. It's full of blackmail material.
Oh yeah, Barbara's, she's got a whole host of stuff, believe me.
Yes, I know, and I love those little, whats.
Mine boggles at the you-know-whats. I don't know what. I was going to call my dog What once upon a time, because he used to talk to me all the time and I used to go, "What? What?" You're pointing, no, you wouldn't dare.
No.
She suddenly refreshed my memory on what she was talking about. It is horrible. Yeah. Yes, it was horrible.
Or I belong to Galaxy 107 FM.
It was one of those party nights where, you know, you just wake up in the morning and find yourself in somebody else's G-string.
That hasn't happened to me since last Tuesday. What are you talking about?
I'm glad this is not live to air.
Well, I'm kind of happy that it wasn't a broken one. I hate playing with a broken G-string. Let's go back to the desk.
Oh dear.
That's more information than they need to
Yes.
know.
Gosh. You get me banned from Facebook soon.
Long tail again.
Oh,
Wonder what the engineer's been doing. Yeah, it's just not working at all. Never mind. Never mind. We will get past that as we always can. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 7 away from 12 o'clock, 26 degrees. I kind of feel that we need to readjust to about 30 as our high today because I think we're going to make that. It is Monday, November 26th. Coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, we're joined by the Prairie States. And guys, really, it was pink. It really was. But believe me, it was a surprise to me when I woke up and found the April as well.
Found what, sorry?
It was a surprise to find myself dressed in a G-string. Let's put it that way. We party hard here in New Zealand, and sometimes, you know, there's a little blackout period, and when you come to, other people can do strange things to you. You can be a victim. You really can. I found myself in that
Pink
situation,
beards,
and to Barbara's delight, she still has photos.
Barbara.
She really does.
I don't think we want to see those.
I don't want to see those. And usually I'd be the first person to say, pass them on, I want to have a look. But no. Believe me, that's not for public consumption. It really isn't, you know. That can really make people go off their lunch. It really can. It really can. But we are party folks down here, and we really are. We're up for pretty much everything. And I have one friend of mine in LA right now. He wants to come to New Zealand, and we're going to wear yoga pants down the main street of the main city in New Zealand, which is Auckland, on a Friday night, because he's got a song called Yoga Pants. So we're going to get out a TV company and just do the 3-mile walk from the top down to the bottom in these lycra things. You know, look, a bit of fun, don't you think?
Yeah, that's fun. When does that video come out?
The video, well, when we make it will come out. I'll share it with you, I will. But more importantly, maybe I should hold it back for when you guys arrive as well. We'll get you and Weston and everybody involved. And we'll just have a yoga pants kind of crowd. Hit Auckland. What do you reckon?
yeah.
Sure, why not? You're up ready, huh? Jeff's gonna eat the caterpillar, and then we'll all put on yoga pants, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately for me, I need at least 3 pairs of rugby player socks to be able to look decent in them. True. But at least we have the world champions. I can get some All Black socks off the All Blacks and maybe, you know, the super steroid or something like that and make me look better. Anyway, this is rather difficult to get away from, to be quite honest. Now, I want to know, literally, about Old Love. Now, where did this come from?
That was one of Jay Sparrow's tunes, one of the Jays. But no, that's one of Sparrow's tunes that, I don't know, how did that come about that we talked about? I think Sparrow wrote that tune, and he decided that he couldn't do it justice. He couldn't actually sing it well enough that he wanted to record it and perform it in his own estimation, which I think is BS, but that's another story. And so he decided that he was going to make Matt sing it.
Well,
and it turned out pretty well.
you know, that must have been rather hard for somebody who is a performer and a singer in their own right, writing their own lyrics and everything like that, to make their own music, to hand it off to somebody else. You know, I couldn't congratulate the man better, because, believe me, we absolutely love that here at Galaxy, and as I said to you earlier on, Matt, we absolutely love your voice. Got to ask you though, Doc, how long have you been playing?
How long have I been playing? Quite some time. I started when I was 14. I found a bass guitar in my dad's basement and started playing Nirvana tunes.
Great. You know, Nirvana is a great way to start, really, isn't it?
Well, you know, relatively simple, right? And you know, my parents did that whole force me into piano lessons thing with me kicking and screaming and griping about it. You know, they developed in me enough respect and love of music that I was able to just pick up a different instrument and put something to it, right?
Absolutely. I can absolutely agree with you there, Doc. Believe me, my parents did the same thing. I couldn't play the piano today if you absolutely paid me. But I can...
Oh, God, no. Yeah, don't dare me to play piano or embarrass everybody.
Exactly. But I can play a number of other instruments, and as you know, being an engineer, you start off as a roadie and you learn to be able to set other people's instruments up and all of that, get them all tuned in and everything. So you tend to pick up a lot of information that way and learn to be able to play that way. That's how I learn. And believe me, I've gone through many a tutor trying to teach me music in different levels at different times. And it just didn't sit with me. It was more the fact I think I wanted to learn when I was ready, rather than being forced to learn by somebody like my parents wanting me to learn the piano. It's something I didn't want to know about in the first place.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did I have in piano lessons? Like, I wasn't interested in playing a minuet, you know? I was listening to rock records and Tom Waits, you know, whenever my dad put stuff on, and that had nothing to do with Bach or Brahms you know, looking back on it now, I wish I would have known more about it, and I love listening to that type of music now, because good music is good music, but it wasn't interesting when I was 8.
I got to agree with you. I really do. And believe me, I think we've been down the same road by the same tutors, to be very honest with you. But at the same time, yes, do appreciate a bit of classic in the life. I got to admit that. But I always thought a minuet was something that you poured over your salad.
Bring more flavor to the greens.
Exactly. At the same time, I got to ask you now. Do you think it was worth the piano lessons back then? Because now I think it is showing a benefit in its own right with the people that you're surrounded with.
You know, every bit of education you get helps one way or another. It doesn't matter if you cobble it together, you know, from the sources that you get, you know, from the sources that you source out yourself, or if you are taught something, right? Every bit of it counts. So you're darn right, it helped. It gave me a way to visualize things and a way to think about stuff. And if I didn't have that way to think about stuff, I wouldn't be doing the same things I'm doing now.
Exactly. Now, Jay, let's go back to you and your childhood. How old were you when you started belting out on the pipes?
I think I was probably about 5 years old. My father was a drummer, so there was always drums in the house.
Right.
I think the first I recall ever performing would be for my older sister. She used to invite her friends over and sit me down on the drums and make me play along to AC/DC Back in Black, which was her favorite record. It is one of mine still. And so I think 5 or 6 years old, I hacked my way through that song for her friends, and I just love that. Actually, as I do recall, her friend Dylan, who was a drummer, came up to me and as a reward offered me cigarettes to me at 5 or 6 years old. So I also blame him with all of that habit.
Well done, absolutely. So at least we all know now that you smoke, Jay. But at the same time, AC/DC, what a great band. I've got a story to tell you off air about them that you might be impressed about, I don't know. But I'll let you know about that. But you remember the drummer, Phil? Yep, okay. he was going through a few difficulties just last year with the court system. Well, we had the paparazzi and everything outside his $4.5 million home, and trying to all get an interview with him, take a photo, whatever, all that sort of stuff. It was all over the lack of a condom at the beginning anyway, and maybe a few party favours, if you know what I mean. But it got blown completely out of proportion. Got to be honest with you, while all of that was happening, he was sleeping on my couch. You know, my old mate Philip Rudd, absolutely, he was sleeping on my couch because everybody was under the impression he was hiding in his house. That's what we wanted. We even had a cardboard cut-up that would go across the window every now and again just to keep people fooled, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
His house cleaner used to change it from position to position every now and again. Lots of cameras going on. Yeah, but I got to admit, you know, it was a trying time for Phil, and so he needed his privacy and at least somebody reputable to be able to get him to the appearances on time. So we made an appointment to get him out of there, and he stayed with me for a little while. So Phil and the boys are very, very close friends of mine and have been for many, many years, and always in love with those guys. Only question I've got, and here's a good segue actually, because I was talking to Phil about 2 years ago when they first brought on Axl Rose to take Brian's place, if you know what I mean. Instantly, and this was before Neil passed away, if you know what I mean, that I was posing the question with Axl Rose, and if you remember, he had broken his leg. He was in a wheelchair, of all things, sitting out in front of the stage trying to do the Brian Johnson act. Had they now become their own tribute band?
Interesting.
You know, we kind of feel that AC/DC, with Angus now being the only original in it, that they have become their own tribute band, even though Brian's trying to come back and do his singing and everything like that. He just can't hear anymore, which is part of the game, really, sometimes, isn't it?
Well, we were lucky to have them in Edmonton. They played our Commonwealth Stadium, and it was one of the best concert experiences I've ever had. Brian was with them at the time, and we love them here in Edmonton and in Canada. I mean, they're huge everywhere, but that's definitely a standout moment for me. It was a torrential downpour, the kind of rain that we don't really see here, lightning. It was like something out of a movie, and they didn't stop. They played their whole half hours. Brian Johnson would change his microphone every song because it was so wet in the diaphragm of the mic that it would stop working. They didn't stop. It was amazing.
Believe me, we have been through many of those with AC/DC here in New Zealand and Australia. But, you know, it's typical of different parts of Australia. They'd be used to that. They've got wet feet in some parts over there, apparently.
Sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
They'd be used to the wet weather over there. Some parts of Australia, the citizens have webbed feet.
Oh, webbed feet, sorry. Never shot at the Australians, huh?
I'm not going to give up on you guys yet, ever. You're Australian.
Naughty.
Self-explanatory. It really, really is. But I'm just a DJ to be able to do things like that and get away with it, literally, because they can't ring me up at the moment. I've taken the phone off the hook. I made the team take the phone off the hook. We always do that when we're doing an interview, so we don't get interrupted by anything or anybody, if you know what I mean. Australians, I'm sure, have been calling. The backlog is going to be absolutely phenomenal.
So with all this change you're throwing the way of the Aussies, how long do we have to stay on with you so that you can avoid it?
As long as you like, to be very honest with you. I don't mind. I really, really don't. I've got a million Australian jokes, or a million jokes to make of Australia, one or the other. And as I say, it's just not their fault. Have you ever heard of the Australian beer, 4X?
No.
Okay, everybody's familiar with Foster's, and believe me, Foster's is a worldwide product. But there is a beer in Australia called 4X. That's simply because they couldn't spell beer. You know, they had to put one more X in, otherwise it would be a red light district drink, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. but at the same time, you see, Barbara, she has a farm over where she lives at the moment. By the way, she won't invite me to her house simply because I mentioned to her once, can I ride a sheep?
You kill it.
Oh, no, just didn't, no. And she's never invited me to her house since. But at the same time, if you go down to King's Cross in Sydney, Australia, you'll find lots of farmers in their gumboots down there with the occasional sheep on the corners, just for the Australians, because they love their farm animals, don't they?
I'll be in Tamworth come middle of January. I'll be sure to let them know you said that.
Nice. And I tell you what, I'll expect you over the ditch after that, just for a bit of retail therapy, a bit of getting back to reality afterwards.
Yeah, right, thank you.
I'll make a point of that, Doc. I'll be standing at the airport waiting for you, believe me.
Appreciate that very much.
And I'll have some sedatives available for you. How's that?
Lovely. Is that going to be whiskey flavored sedative?
Any flavour you like. I'm sure we can come up with it. Yep. We can even do the good old moonshine. And believe me, I was given some moonshine from a band that came out of LA. Would you believe they came here, spent some time here in our town, and believe me, our town is only at the maximum 5,000 to 7,000 people. It's only a tiny little town. But we're in the middle of three major cities, which is Rotorua, Whakatane and Tauranga. And Tauranga is a city which is an export city. Literally, we export all our logs. Now, we're a milling town, so we send them there, and then, of course, they head off to China and Japan and places like that, if you know what I mean. And then we buy all our wood back to make our houses, which is ridiculous. You know, it really is the way of the world, with China at the moment being the dominant in most areas of the industry. So we're sending all of that over there. Now, at the same time, not too sure whether you guys have ever heard of Lord of the Rings.
Of course, oh yeah.
Right, well, just an hour and a half away is actually Hobbiton, Middle Earth.
Wow.
So when you guys come here, we'll take you there, show you around, and as I said, we like to do a few crazy things at the same time. Have you ever tried maybe paragliding?
Oh man, no. I have. Oh, pretty cool.
Nice. Well, I tell you what. You see, I'm a member of the local para club, if you know what I mean. So I don't mind stepping out of a perfectly good aeroplane at any time, and would be more than happy to be joined by the Prairie States.
Hey, that is sweet.
Nice. And believe me, Matt, you're fast becoming a fave. It is one of the most favourite things I like to do, is actually do a little bit of parachuting from time to time. Just believe me, it really clears your mind.
Wow, nice.
It really does. So if you're into that, I would be more than happy to accompany you and take part in that particular sport. Otherwise, guys, would love to be able to take you out into the Hauraki Golf, the Hauraki Golf, if you want to put it in Maori, which is the harbour of Auckland City, our biggest city. At night time, it is absolutely splendid. Nothing like having a few bevies, or maybe even a few whiskies, something like that. You might even be able to bring out some moonshine that we get sent over from the States and share that around. But believe me, it is an experience that you should not miss.
That sounds fantastic. Wonderful.
Nice. Now, at the same time, married and unmarried people, are you bringing your spouses with you?
Well, it all depends, I guess. Let's see if we can make it work. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, see, I'm always in favour of leaving the wife at home, but that's my favour. That's my choice, if you know what I mean. Because usually whatever happens on the road stays on the road, and what the wife doesn't know about won't kill me.
Yeah.
And believe me, she's pretty good at threatening me with that one. She really is. I believe her. I'm scared. I do believe her. I do. You know, when she's standing there with a cleaver in her hand, I believe you. Okay. So I like to have a lot of fun, but at the same time, I don't like the wife to find out too much. And having said that,
secret is safe with us.
nice. I like people that, well, I'm not sure whether I like people having secrets, because then they get up photos and start blackmailing you with them. You know what I mean? But I got to be honest with you guys. If we don't get arrested within the first 24 hours, I'm not doing my job right.
Sounds like we're in for a good time.
Yeah, well, I guess, Jeff. I mean, you're the one with the white rabbit on your T-shirt. We're down the hole now.
True.
We are right down the hole. So, tell me about Old Love. Now, we want to play this, so I've just been told in my ear that we better get this one underway because we're heading to the #1 song for the Prairie States. And, of course, that's Tongue Tied. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Damn, it's hot up here.
Steve from Nichols Lots is online.
Steve from the
Yeah,
Nichols
we're
Lot.
still sorting out the
Steve.
bloody parcel.
Yeah, believe me, customs is giving us shit, Steve. They really, really are. But if you know about government departments, New Zealand is absolutely no different. It really
Yeah.
isn't. Bloody hopeless, they are. And we really want that.
You can ring now.
By the way, Barbara, did you send them the T-shirts and caps?
Yeah.
You did? I hope they received them. I really do.
Caps.
Oh, okay. With compliments from us, Steve. It really, really is. It was for the kids, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. The Prairie States just...
Oh wow, they disappeared.
They shrunk.
Go there. Matt did go take a bathroom break.
Knew it was going to happen sooner or later. I really did. Hey, thank you guys for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. It really, really has.
It's been a real hoot, man. This is a lot of fun.
Nice, because believe me, we love to have fun, and at the same time, thank you for putting up with an old bugger like me.
Oh man, it's been a blast.
Nice, nice. I can't wait for you guys to come here. I really can't.
Yeah, that's true. You'd be a trip of a lifetime.
And I'll get Barbara to send you a couple of videos of the stuff that we do here, including the hoo-hoo grub thing, including the bungee jumps and stuff like that. We actually have a new one here in New Zealand at the moment, down in Queenstown, where they do the bungee. It's called the human slingshot, where they fly you out over a big gully, if you know what I mean.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
what?
I'm up for it actually. I've not tried it yet. I've only just heard about it, but by Christ, I want to book my ticket on that one because I'm just that kind of crazy guy. You know what I mean?
And I'm going to make sure.
Yeah.
But the question I have for that one is: are you strapped into it and does it bring you back, or are you literally flung and do you have a parachute?
Wow. No.
You know?
Did you shoot into a net?
Well, anything like that, believe me. I mean, the bungee was fun, and I've done bungee with AJ Hackett a number of times. He was the inventor of the sport here in New Zealand. And we've jumped off some really, really freaky places. Even the Auckland Harbour Bridge, which is the biggest bridge we have in New Zealand. We've done a bungee off that. But the slingshot thing has really got my attention.
That's
I want to give it a go.
That's probably on a flying fox or something.
Well, no, they have a flying fox as well.
Oh, okay. I'm not doing anything like that.
Barbara's chicken. She gets vertigo, so she won't do
No.
anything with heights. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not eating.
Anything over 10-inch hills.
I'm not
she's
eating
done.
grubs either.
Anyway, let's get back to the desk. Next one is tongue-tied, guys. And believe me, I will give
my
you
fave.
the stats on how many requests we've had since we've started playing it. You'll be amazed.
Wow.
Baby, I got my wings with this.
They got it right. They got it right. Let's celebrate. Pop the wine. Here we go. 17 after 12 o'clock, 24 degrees. We're only one off our high of 25, to be quite honest. It is Monday, November 26th, and I'm joined coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the Prairie States. Now, guys, this song, and it's very exciting to us because, believe me, we have 5,500 requests for this song since the 17th of October when we started playing it. This is just phenomenal. It really, really is.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
And as I say, Matt, we love your voice. I think the world has suddenly woken up to Prairie States and, of course, Tongue-Tied. Now, tell me all about it. How did you come to it?
Tongue-Tied. Yeah, so I started out with the lick, I was just sitting at my parents' place, and then I was really in a writing mind at that time, and I kind of just wanted to make up some riffs and kind of go with that. And then after that, I kind of sat down and started just writing a love song. And then Jeff, I went to Jeff's, and he helped me finish the song, and then yeah, now it's just a swampy little love song.
Well, you know, it is absolutely making history here at Galaxy. It really, really is. It's climbing up the records so fast. And it's nice to be able to comfortably talk to a man about lick every now and again, if you know what I mean. You know,
if you can't comfortably do that now and again, what are you going to be comfortable with, right?
Exactly. And believe me, I don't mind talking about a lick when we're talking about a guitar stroke or something like that. But anything else, maybe an ice cream, but anything else, you know, kind of... Well, you know, again, all good as long as they're not broken, right?
Right on.
Exactly. I don't like playing with a broken G-string. Maybe a lick from a man, you know, as long as he's playing his axe at the time. So it is an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to you guys about such things. And I've got to let you know that the day we started playing this, literally we had about 1,500 people email us and want to know who played it and the name of the song, everything about it, and we absolutely didn't know. In fact, we did try to get in touch with you earlier on, Jeff, and talk to you about putting an interview together. At the same time, we were absolutely getting inundated by the song. Everybody wanted to know everything there was to know about Tongue-Tied and the Prairie States. And I'm so pleased to be able to do this interview with you guys at the moment. I really, really am. And of course, you guys are going to sit there and go, believe me, all your friends, do not do this with this DJ. He's nuts. We don't. You'll need therapy afterwards. You really, really will. So right here, right now, I'm being told, here is the Prairie States, the #1 Prairie State song, Tongue-Tied.
Yes, it is getting hot.
I'm sorry, what?
That's incredible, the number of requests. That blows us away.
And believe me, we have one guy that we've been interviewing over the last month, and he stayed at the #1 country artist request and the #1 song for 39 days so far. That's never happened here before, and you
Hi,
guys
Charles
are
Parker.
right behind him.
Wow.
You know? And I'm talking, I'm another Canadian too, by the way. I'm talking about a guy called Dwayne Watson, and believe me, his song Billy Miner, and it is just ridiculous. Honestly, most bands lucky if they last a week at the #1 spot. You know, and we work off our stats of requests and everything like that. Since the 17th of October, when we first started playing this, you guys are right behind them.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I don't see that Dwayne's going to be staying there long.
Wow.
I reckon you guys are going to be tipping the scale very, very shortly. I really do. And I think that's going to be indicative of you guys in your careers. And we would love to be able to follow you guys through your careers. Any new music, please pass it to us. We'd love to do this again.
Sure, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nice.
new music right away here, so we'll have some new things for you to listen to.
Awesome, because believe me, we do have a number of artists that we catch up with. At some stage, I'm sure Barbara's going to get in touch with you, Jeff, and ask, can we get together and do a quick Christmas shout-out thing, because it's on its way, literally 29 days away for you guys, 28 for us.
It'll be about a 10-minute chat or something.
We'll do a little 10-minute chat kind of thing, just for the Christmas season, and
ho, ho, ho.
we have about 500 bands that are lining up. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a long day.
We'll have to make it a Monday. We'll have to make it a Monday so they can all participate.
Yeah, we'll try and make it a Monday.
Everyone, I think.
So everybody can have.
It'll be there Sunday.
Yeah,
You'll make sure it's a Monday. Hi, Charles Parker. See you again this week.
Charles, absolutely. We were just talking about you, Charles.
Yeah.
We really were. Another artist that comes back every week. We release a brand spanking new song exclusively to Galaxy, if you know what I mean. So Charles Parker is
Hi, Weston.
a superstar with us. Weston Simonis?
Yeah.
Oh, Yoga Pants. Mr. Yoga Pants is watching.
All right.
He is. So let's go back to the desk.
It's all right. I'll design them all.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 23 after 12 o'clock and 26 degrees. You know, 30 degrees is not unheard of, to be quite honest. I think we can comfortably achieve that. Monday, the 26th of November, and believe me, absolutely having a ball right now with the Prairie States coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And guys, we were just talking about the guy with the yoga pants going down the main street of the biggest city that we have here in New Zealand and getting you guys involved. It is an absolute pleasure, and stunningly, he's watching us right now on YouTube. So, Weston Simonis, thank you for joining in, and looking forward to catching up with you very, very shortly, and maybe we can do a Christmas thing together. You never know. At the same time, my yoga pants are going to be fluoro yellow.
You can do a team thing.
Well, we can do a team thing.
3 on each team.
One on each team.
Three
on each team.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's 6 of you.
There's 6 of us.
Well, 7. But
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Believe me, the girls are already designing this and getting it all ready for you guys. So when we get you guys in New Zealand, we'll try and work it out to be able to get Weston Simonis in here as well. And believe me, check out his song, Yoga Pants. You'll absolutely love it. And now I discovered why men go to yoga class. And you'll notice that all the guys are at the back, right? Wonder why. I found out. Weston filled me in, he really, really did. So I think this is a great thing. We'll even get some of the TV crews involved, and we'll share this around the world, and we'll make a point of it that Australians can get a copy as well and see what they're missing out on. What do you reckon?
I'll do Facebook Live.
I think the world has never been luckier.
I think Australia's never been luckier. It's still there. Here's something for you, and I've been debating this, and to be quite honest, Jacinda Ardern, which is our Prime Minister here in New Zealand, and a good friend, I was talking to a number of the parliamentaries that were running for elections, and I kept saying to them, you know, that Tasmania, the little island at the bottom of Australia, is actually connected to the New Zealand continental shelf. We own it. Now, why don't we get in touch, and I mean this, Jacinda, get in touch with the Prime Minister over there, Turnbull, you know what his name is, right? And claim back all the taxes they've got from that island from day one. We want it back.
From day one.
Yeah, we do. Well, I tell you what, we have a thing here in New Zealand on April the 1st. I don't know whether you celebrate April the 1st with April Fool's Day.
Yes, oh yes.
Yep, okay, it's a big day, right? Well, for me, it's my day. It really is my day. 1 year, just off Whakatane, about 25, 30 minutes away from us at City, they have an island which is an active volcanic island. It really is. It actually is smoking and does all that sort of stuff. Well, one April 1st, I actually put out a call because it was sinking and we needed to get the goats off the island. Can I get some fishermen to help me get these goats off? First thing is, the island wasn't sinking. Secondly, there's no goats on it. But this year, the last April Fools, literally I rang up the Defence Forces, got the Navy on board, and got the highest ranking member, would you believe, actually answered the phone for me, and we discussed about towing back the Tasmanian island, if you know what I mean. We want that back. We want it back here. Now, we have 3 islands of our own. We have the Stewart Island, the small one at the bottom, middle size, which is South Island, and then where we are, in the bigger one, in the North Island. But we kind of feel, you know, maybe a little extra might, you know, just go like the bling. You know, it's just that ensemble. We kind of want that back. And so, would you believe, the head of the Navy agreed with me and said, let's put some frigates together, we'll get out there with some chains, we'll just tow the bugger back. What do you reckon?
You got a good collection going, you may as well add to it.
Exactly. I mean, Australia doesn't want it, it's at the bottom. You know, we'll put it somewhere important.
Yeah, right in the bay.
So, you know, that's the kind of people we are here at Galaxy. We love to have a lot of fun and pick on a lot of people, especially poor defenceless Australians. It's not their fault, I know. And their only defence is to turn us up to find out what else we're saying about them. They don't want to leave. They really don't.
I'm sorry to all the
but we do
Facebook
love our Australian
friends
cousins. Thank you for
watching.
being Australian. Don't change. I'd have no material to use otherwise. So I got to thank you guys for joining us and taking the time out of your precious Sunday. It must be rather cool. Is it starting to snow yet where you are?
Oh yeah. It's, we had a lot of snow happen on Friday night down in Calgary where we went last night. Yeah, 15 centimeters.
Right. Now, are you guys getting involved with the running of the Santas this year?
The running of the what?
The running of the Santas. I remember a couple of years ago there was a thing in Calgary where they had a big concert, and literally they called it the running of the Santas.
Oh, no, I've never heard of that. No? Yeah.
No? But I tell you what, it sounded like a lot of fun. I wanted to actually fly over and become a Santa myself, but my Houston wasn't big enough, to be quite honest with you. Which is rather funny because I keep being called skinny, which I kind of don't think I am. But we have a thing in the biggest city of our country right now called Auckland, where they have a farmers parade. Now, Farmers is a big commercial store that has been around for, since the dinosaurs were around, let's put it that way. And they sponsor this particular parade that we have. It closes down the whole of the main street of Auckland every year. And of course you see the elves and all the marquees and everything like that out having a lot of fun. But this year, controversially, Santa's going to have boobs.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I have to look into that. Apparently, Santa is no longer male gender. This year, apparently, it's going to be a lady. Just wondering how she's going to deal with all of this. How long has she been growing it? Because I've been doing mine for a little while now, and I've still not got boobs.
I think that means you're growing the beard correctly.
Well, you see, I usually feed mine female bass players. Don't worry, Doc, you're safe.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll warn my wife though when she comes.
Why, is she a bass player?
Yeah, part-time, yeah.
Okay. I just need some conditioning. It's a good line, believe me. And believe me, I've actually got away with it a couple of times. So in my life, you know, you're a female bass player, let's go and get conditioned. It's actually pulled off for me. So I use that as often as possible. Now, guys, at the same time, I'm going to have to wrap it up now because it's going on 29 minutes away from 1 o'clock. We've gone at least 30 minutes over our time schedule, and I've got another studio in there jumping up and down at me right now saying you're having too much fun, Grant. It's our turn. So I'm going to have to wrap it up right now. But guys, I would love it if you could come back again and we could do this another time with more new music and catch up on what's been happening. We'd love to be able to meet Mike and also find out about the exploits of putting the video together of lights and cigarettes. And in the meantime, if we don't catch up before Christmas time, please, guys, pass the love on to your families. Have a very happy and safe Festivus, won't you?
Thank you very much as well. Thanks, Grant.
Nice.
Thanks for having us.
It has been an absolute pleasure to have you guys. Don't go anywhere just yet. We've got a couple more things that we're going to do, but we're going to hand you back to the regular station right now. Here is Ree.